Hi, it's Carmen from the ZvP, and this game's a ZvP on Python. And this game, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to beat a one gate tech build. And when I say that, usually I mean one gate DT, because that's what most protoss players tend to do when they're one gating. I personally find the best way to beat a one gate DT build order is to either go mass zerglings and just overrun your opponent with that, or go mass hydralisks and run your opponent with that. This game, and as you can see, I'm scouting him. I saw that one of the mineral fields was mined out, so I ran away because now he has not seen me and I have seen him, and that's going to give me a slight edge over him. And I really don't need to scout him because he's probably, like, what could he possibly be doing? Like, making a pylon, cutting pro pump to proxy me. Whatever he's doing, it'll be scouted out very shortly. That's just going to make him scout the longer way, unless he scouts this way. But you know, whatever gives me a small edge, it's really helpful. And now I'm sending one of my probes to make my expansion. But yeah, so let me quickly talk about what the best ways to counter this is. Basically, you can either attack, because with one gate DT, a protoss player is really weak at the start, but once they get their once they get their tech going, then they can be really strong with their DT harass, depending on how strong the harass actually is. So either you can end it really early, or get spore colonies and such, like spore colonies, hydralisks, obviously overlords, to defend against their corsairs and Dark Templar. And so whichever way, usually people like to end it really early just because it's easier that way, and it takes less skill, because once it gets to late game, once it gets to middle game where you're actually trying to defend against their DT, it can get a little bit harder. And so this is preferably the easier option to do. When I say easier option, I mean mass hydralisks or mass zerglings. And now, as you can see, I'm scouting with him with both my overlords, so I know what he's doing. By the way, you guys might wonder how I know he's doing one gate DT. I'm doing post-game commentary, which I pretty much do in all my games now, just because it's a lot easier. And yeah, so that's how I know. I don't have map packs, even though that's kind of obvious considering you guys have already seen this, and you guys know I don't have map packs. But anyways, yeah, so now I'm transferring 4 probes, 4 drones to my expansion, and right when my spawning pool gets done, I'm going to make 3 zerglings. I only had 2 larvae, so larvae, I don't know, some people like to call it larvae. I call it larva, but yeah, you make 6 zerglings. He sent his initial zealot to my base, so I'm gonna have to kill, and he's sending his second zealot to my base also, so I'm gonna have to kill both. And now, as you can see, he's making a probe attack. He's making a probe attack one of the zealots, and then and now, as you can see, I'm microing a little bit. I meant the probe attacking one of the drones, and the zealot attacks the same one, so I can do it. But yeah, as you can see, now I'm microing, and his probes is really useful in this early game engagements, and now I'm making my weaker zergling run back, and so I'm basically safe, as for now at least. And as you can see, he's getting his pylon. He has 2 zealots, so I'm gonna have to make a little bit more zerglings. Microing to kill the one with lower life. He's trying to run the one with lower life, but I assure you, my micro will not fail in this case. And now I'm gonna target the probe, because the probe is just being really annoying. And now the zealot has to run because there's no way it can do damage. And I think I overspent in zerglings because, well, he has very little zealots, and it seems like overspent. And actually, no, he's constantly sending zealots to my base, so I guess it kind of evens out. But if he was smarter, then he probably wouldn't have sent zealots to my base. And now I can just send my zerglings to his base. It was lagging a little bit for me there. I'm not sure if it was lagging for you, but now I can send my zerglings to his base, and I can go up his ramp, unless he brings probes, which if he was smart, he would do. But now, as you can see, I'm rallying all my hatcheries because my hydralisk den is coming up, and I'm just going to be pumping out mass hydralisks. And a little bit late, yeah. As you can see, now I'm going to trap his zealot, and his probes are a little bit late. He tried to transfer them, but they're a little bit late. So now I'm going to do a little bit of harassment here and there to his probe line, which is going to be really annoying. But that's what he gets for trying to send out his his zealots really early. And now he's making a dragoon. A little bit stupid on him, because now I can kill this pylon. And yeah, so now he's going to be unpowered. He's not going to be making anything from his gateway for a while, and I'm not going to bother trying to kill that dragoon. Actually, no, now it's attacking my overlords. Now it's going to now it's going to get attacked, because my overlords, I need them, and I don't know, I'm being really stupid by making my overlords come in here in the first place, but you know, whatever. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to attack his zergling. Sorry, this is why I didn't want to attack a dragoon, because he would just get probes to interfere, and that would just make his dragoon very hard to kill. And now he's attacking my overlords with his corsair. But my hydralisks hopefully come in time, might not, doesn't matter. because those zerglings, they weren't actually meant to do any damage. I wouldn't mind if they did 0 damage at all, because they were meant to just harass. I didn't make them to win me the game or anything, so I'm not upset that they didn't do any damage. And now, as you can see, microing a little bit. Micro, for all you guys that don't know what that is, you basically either you try to save your units or pick off their units faster. So basically, unit efficiency is what you could call micro. And my overlord's dying again, which is very stupid and careless on my part, because I could easily make it live, but no, I have to be a dumbass. It did die, I think, I'm not sure. But anyways, now as you can see, this is where it just gets really hard. Like, he has to use his probes to fight me off because he has no DTs this early out. And as you can see, this is like, the key thing to note is that I'm attacking him when he doesn't have his DTs, because once he gets his DTs, it'll be really, really hard for me to attack, considering he'll just be able to kill me with DTs. But yeah, as you can see, I'm attacking while his DTs are not out yet, and I'm forcing him to make zealots, because DTs, if he tried to make DTs, then wait, why am I forcing him to make zealots? Yeah, he has to make zealots because his Templar Archives isn't out yet, and once it comes out, then he'll be able to make DTs. Except that'll be too late, because then I'll have overlords in this at his choke basically, and he won't be able to sneak them out without getting past my Hydralisks. And this Courser is being a really big pain in the ass, because he's killed probably like 3 or 4 overlords already, so, and it shouldn't have been able to kill that many, and great, he's just gonna kill another one. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to kill that many. I'm getting my Hydralisk back, so his Courser does not pick off my overlord. And I just constantly said he shouldn't be able to kill that many, because it's one Courser. One Courser is meant to scout, not to do any damage. And I got my Hydralisk range right now. I should have got it a lot earlier. And now I have Hydralisk. The reason he ran his zealots off the ramp was because, well, think of it. How is he supposed to make 2 zealots or 3 zealots hold off like this many Hydralisks? It's better for him to retreat to the safety of his cannons. And now, as a protoss player, I know ZvP only works if you have gateways. Well, you're kind of supposed to know that no matter what race you play, but I know that it hurts the zerg player, the protoss player a lot if you pick off the